Hopeful, but, Christian, I am persuaded in my heart that these 3 rogues who attacked little Faith were but a company of cowards, for they ran away merely at the sound of someone coming on the road. Why did little Faith not have more courage? I think he might have withstood one skirmish, and only have yielded when he could no longer resist them. Christian, though many have said that these 3 rouges are cowards, few have been willing to actually resist them. As for courage, little Faith had none, and I perceive that you, my brother, if you had been the man concerned, you think that you could have withstood a skirmish before yielding. And since this is the height of your courage, now that they are at a distance from us, should they appear to you now as they did to him then, you might have second thoughts. Consider again, they are but amateur thieves who serve under the king of the bottomless pit, whose voice is like that of a roaring lion, who will himself come to their aid if need be. I myself have been assaulted just as little Faith was, and I found it to be a terrible thing. These 3 villains assailed me, and as a Christian, I began to resist them. But they called out, and in came their evil master. I would, as the saying goes, have given my life for a penny, but as God would have it, I was clothed with armor. Yet, though I was so well arrayed, I found it hard work to stand firm and be courageous. No man can tell how strenuous that combat is, except he who has been in the battle himself. Hopeful, well, but they ran, you see, when they thought that great grace was coming. Christian, true, they have often fled, both they and their master, when great grace has but appeared, and no wonder, for he is the king's champion. But I trust that you will see some difference between little Faith and the king's champion. All the king's subjects are not his champions, nor can they, when tried, do such feats of war as great grace. Is it reasonable to think that a little child could handle Goliath, as David did, or that there should be the strength of an ox in a bird? Some are strong, some are weak, some have great faith, some have little faith. Little Faith was one of the weak, and therefore he fared so poorly. Hopeful, I wish it had been great grace, for their sakes. Christian, if it had been, he might have had his hands full, for I must tell you, that though great grace is excellent at his weapons, and has, and can, so long as he keeps them at sword's point, do well enough with them, yet, if faint heart, mistrust, or guilt get within his heart, they will be able to throw him down. And when a man is down, what can he do? Whoever looks closely upon great grace's face, shall see those scars and cuts there, which demonstrates what I am saying. Yes, I once heard that he would say, when he was in combat, we despaired even of life. How these sturdy rogues and their fellows made David groan and mourn. Yes, Heman and Hezekiah also, though champions in their day, were assaulted by these 3 rogues. Yet, notwithstanding, they had their coats soiled and torn by them. Peter also, whom some say that he is the prince of the apostles, thought that he could stand fast. But these rogues so handled him, that they even made him afraid of a poor maiden.